as we've been talking about, the federal election will be held in the next few months, and already it's turning a bit heated. Peter Dutton and Albanese trading barbs after the coalition's unofficial campaign launched yesterday. Have a look.
Coalition are negative about absolutely everything. You know, I haven't seen any specifics, but Peter Dutton will continue, as he did yesterday, to look for areas of division.
Australians have endured one of the most incompetent governments in our nation's history.
Well, Caleb, you know, Albanese claiming Dutton's trying to create fear and division. We are feeling fear. It's Albanese who's created it. It is the most ridiculous comment I've ever heard from the Prime Minister. He has created the fear, not Peter Dutton in opposition.
What division is he talking about? I mean, look, the Prime Minister may well want to acquaint himself with the word opposition. The first few letters of that suggest oppose, which is the job of an opposition, to oppose the things that a government is doing. So, of course, they're going to take a negative road. I mean, that's what an opposition does. They have to combat the things that a government is doing. What can he possibly mean by division? The only bloke who's sown division is Anthony Albanese and his government with its absolute weakness. I mean, on his watch, with the help of some state premiers, you have had social discord all across the country because no one had the leadership to stand up and say, hang on a minute, let's take a step back here. We as a country don't tolerate this kind of behaviour in Australia. That's how we've ended up with division caused by his government, not by Dutton. And, I mean, for heaven's sake, you look at yesterday, the Victorian Trades Hall, who I know are not your mates, Joe, even though you are a great mate of the Labor Party, rocked up out the front of Dutton's campaign launch, essentially, with that three-eyed fish, a blow-up version of the three-eyed fish, thinking that that's somehow going to win Labor another election by fighting on nuclear energy, by saying, well, all the fish are going to have three eyes. That is what Labor is doing right now. If they think that's going to win them an election, they've got another thing coming.
Well, it's so stupid. And again, remember, there are a couple of MPs from the left, including at least one from Victoria, who were posting memes of the three-eye fish on social media and promptly got told, shut it down, take it down, delete it. You look like an idiot. You are actually hurting the cause because it makes the Labor Party look like the unscientific Luddites, not the opposition. It was also the Victorian Labor Party that posted that oh-so-funny social media meme on Peter Dutton and his wife, with his wife seeming to refer to him as a monster. Again, Anthony Albanese has to get on the phone and clean up their mess, because these are guys who like to take a massive dump in their own backyard. And then when it all comes back to haunt them, oh, it's all Peter Dutton's fault, oh, it's all Rupert Murdoch's fault. No, it's your fault for being the dumbass trots that in New South Wales we're so proud to purge. So that is the first thing to say about the Victorian branch of the ALP and what a massive liability it is going to be on Peter Dutton. That is the reason why he has launched his campaign in Victoria, in Chisholm, which is probably a seat.
There's going to be a really big focus from Peter Dutton on Victoria. Absolutely, no question. He wants to win a lot of seats there, and for good reason. There's not much to win in Queensland. Coalition has a lot, so it's going to be New South Wales and Victoria. Joe, very quickly before you go, what are you hearing about when the election will be called? I
think the fact that Anthony Albanese is not going to Trump's inauguration makes it look like it'll be sooner rather than later. There would have been a whole bunch of back channels, so if he thought that if Anthony Albanese was going, he would have been invited.
In February?
He'll possibly call it in February if there's a rate cut in February, which is looking more likely than it was. Apparently, that is increasing. You can bet your bottom dollar he'll call it, but I don't think he will go much after March. I don't think he'll want Parliament to go back. I don't think he'll want to do it. I'd probably say March.
All right. I'll hold you to that, Joe.
Thank you very much.
We'll replay it 100 times if you want. I'm joking.
No.
Joe Goodebrand, Caleb Bond,
Cheers.
great to see you both.
Thanks, guys.